So first up is my haul from Italy, amazing food haul in London next to Liverpool Street. So we got some gorgeous fresh pasta, some Borello, which is our favourite wine, which was on an amazing offer at the time. So good, really nice, full-bodied but not too heavy. An amaretto flavoured panettone, which was also on offer. And this Parmigiano, which was unbelievable. I think it was 30 years matured. Some crunchy pistachio spread. And then to go with that, a smoother pistachio cream, which I cannot wait to try. I'm obsessed with pistachios. This food haul was amazing. I would highly recommend, if you're getting off at Liverpool Street when you're going to London, pop in to Italy. Love that name. It is such an amazing place to go. You can eat there, there's cafes, there's different restaurants, and there's a huge food hall, massive wine selection, which has all been imported and it's owned by Italians, I believe, which is always good for an Italian food place. It is unbelievable. It's such a good buzz in there and atmosphere as well. Good quality products, so not cheap, but well worth the money. And next up, a mini Fortnum & Mason haul. So our tea biscuits, which were citrusy and Christmassy in flavour and scent, really light to eat. They were beautiful and nice gifts as well. Then we got some Christmas blend ground coffee, which was our extravagant treat for the festive season. And now we used to have tea quite regularly, luckily, with mum and dad at Fortnum's when I was a lot younger. So I love to buy their tea-themed decorations for our tree. It's just a little present for myself and a memory, well, trip down memory lane, really. How cute is this mini afternoon tea decoration? So this is our task today. Everything's been piled in here whilst we've been doing work on the house. And it's getting very close to Christmas. Stuff's just been shoved. Got all sorts of stuff everywhere. Dog stuff from the porch, got craft stuff that I need to put into my office, which also needs sorting. Duvets, coats from the porch. Officey stuff, bed linen, bulbs I haven't done yet, shoes from the porch. So this is a tidy session. Bit of furniture for the other room. So a big tidy session is going to happen today. All this to move as well. All sorts of stuff that's been piled and stored in here. So this is what we have put up today, which looks very random indeed. A blue ladder. In the ideal world, I would have sanded this down a bit and maybe put some white paint on, but this is the only time I could get my mates to come and help me. They offered to come to do it this afternoon to hang it up for me. My builder mates, bless them. So they came and hung it up. So we have a blue ladder. However, once I start working on this display, you won't see a lot of the blue ladder. It will just look a bit shabby underneath, which is perfect because that's what I want. So that will become a feature above the sideboard for Christmas. And then if it works, I will de-Christmas it, and then it might just get changed seasonally, or I might take it down and then just put it up at Christmas because we've got the hooks there now, replace it with other stuff. Partner is not really understanding or liking yet, but hopefully he'll come round once he sees what it looks like with all the stuff on for Christmas. I've had a big clean, I've got the Dettol out, nice big clean everywhere, proper deep clean, which it desperately needed because we've had so much building work, there's so much dust and muck everywhere. So I'm deep cleaning, I'm washing a load of stuff, and then I'll be rearranging, find homes for plants, etc, etc. Those are the lights ready to go up. We've got some starry lights. This is a blockade to stop the dog going past this area because I've properly cleaned it with fairly heavy duty cleaners. I've been hoovering, and yeah, we're still in mess zone. Very happy with our string lights. Originally I wanted to put the stars up, which are these ones here. I wanted to put the stars up hanging down, but they're not long enough to reach across. So I got these a couple of years ago on Amazon, and I just use these sort of festoon mini lights, which look really cute now that it's dark. Again, it looked really random. In the daylight, it looks very random. As soon as evening hit, they look really pretty. Anyway, so whilst the boys are out at football, I am gonna finish cleaning. I'm gonna start dressing this. I'll have to move the plants out the way whilst I'm dressing it because they're too tall. Get that dressed up, and then we'll look at doing the sideboard probably tomorrow now, but get it ready for tomorrow. So we're almost getting there. So basically what I've got going on at the moment, why we're such a mess, we've had a renovation, loads of renovation in the house that we've had to do, because this part of the house through that door was not insulated, it was cold, it was getting mould and damp and blah, blah, blah. So we've had to get it done, which has also been lovely to do. So we've had so much building work going on there and upstairs. The dust has been everywhere, and every time a room gets done or the builders want to move on, stuff gets shoved here, along with trying to work and do fairs and all sorts of stuff. And then just regular life stuff that gets dumped. So it's this is real. This is not Instagram friendly. This is real, what I am dealing with. So it looks a lot, but actually, if you saw my clip earlier, there was so much more around here and here. So we are getting less and less and more organised, and then more stuff I keep finding that needs then organising and sorting. So it's a great, although having the work done has been a pain, it's a great excuse to do a proper deep clean before Christmas and to have a proper sort. We're getting rid of so much stuff that we've just had cluttered in rooms or in storage that we don't actually need, or things that don't fit, like coats. So honestly, it's been actually really good, being a good cleansing process. But anyway, today is about Christmas, all that's going on whilst I'm trying to do Christmas now as well. So I've got double the amount of work. Yeah. Anyway, so random blue ladder will hopefully look amazing, or at least a bit better, once I dressed it up tonight, which I shall show you later on. So I'm just showing you a couple of the elements I'm going to be using. I've got these gorgeous eucalyptus pieces, which I bought from a shop in Broadway, the Cotswolds. Oh my goodness, I can't think of the name. I will pop it down below, their Instagram handle. So this, I'm not going to claim this is my idea. I'm inspired by the lovely display in this particular shop in Broadway. They use a ladder, and they had a load of these hung up just on the ladder and around the shop as well. So I bought loads of them, not really knowing what to do with them. I just shoved them out the way and on other displays. So I'm hoping they're going to look amazing dangling down from there. That's faux eucalyptus pieces, but they're made in like a bunch that would dangle or trail. And then I'm going to plonk on the stars that were supposed to go up here. So these, that's what they look like in the box. I'm gonna pop them on here and then maybe wrap a couple up and down to make them random lengths all the way up and down. I've moved the lamps out the way. They're actually going to go in our room because our newly decorated bedroom, they were going to fit much better. Gives us more room on the sideboard here. Now, I've just obviously state the obvious, but I've only just realised, if I do my lovely display here, I can't have candles underneath, which is fine because amongst the mess, I've got these candelabras, which do have normal candles in, but I'm going to purchase off Amazon some LED candles, but try and get some good ones with a nice looking flame, so I can plonk the candelabras. Honestly, we're in such a mess. I'm literally working my way through this week, next week, before Christmas. So candelabras over here with the faux candles in. So I'm going to have a look at Amazon tonight. And then when they arrive, I'll do that on a separate vlog and pop the link in if I'm happy with them. I'm not going to share a link of anything I'm not happy with. So yeah, so it'll still have the candlelight look, but obviously safe, because I'm going to have these dangly stars and I'm going to have the dangly eucalyptus hanging up here as well. I'm such a bad YouTuber because I've got like rubbish, bread for the birds, vegetables from the garden I've harvested, stuff I'm still sorting out down there, stuff I'm still sorting out. So honestly, this is not perfection, but I am going to make perfection because we've had a lot going on. Anyway, so that's my main components, my eucalyptus and my stars. What I might do, what they did in the shop at Broadway, was they those really pretty wired LED lights. So I'm going to see how the stars look. They are going to stay. I'm going to commit myself to that now, and then mix the foliage in, trailing up and down randomly. And then I might put in, to add like that firefly sort of look, some LED wired lights in as well, but that might be a bit extravagant and much, but we'll see. We'll see what this looks like with this in. And then also I might build on this. So I might live with that for a couple of days once it's done. And then I might look to add in other foliages. So I might get some holly, fresh holly, because you can mix fresh and faux flowers and foliages, which I actually quite like because it makes it more naturalistic. So I might get some nice holly to shove in there. And I've also got some dried hydrangea heads that I've dried from my own garden, which will... maybe, we'll see what it looks like first. And then I've also got some pheasant feathers that I've collected over the years that I might poke in as well. So I'm hoping for like this eucalyptus to give it a lovely, subtle, calming tone of green, because everything in here is white. So I'm a little bit old school with my shabby chic, but I do quite like it because you can then use it as a neutral background to add greens or colours in through the year, depending on the season. So it goes quite nice with that, the muted sort of green. And then the lights to brighten it up, which I always go warm white where possible, other than my main Christmas tree, which was an accident actually. But anyway, we've gone with it, embraced it, but I much prefer warm white. I think they look more naturalistic. Yeah, and then if I add in some deeper foliages like holly and such, we'll see what it looks like. We'll see what it looks like. We'll see what it looks like with the muted tones, and then go from there. So I'm going to crack on with that, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So far, just a little update. The stars are on. I might change how they're dangling. We'll see. So rather than having straight, I've just done lots of random, look how pretty they are. Lots of randomness. Now this is a bit of a mess, so I'm going to sort the cable out in a minute, and then basically I'm going to cover that with the foliage and stuff I'm putting in, so hopefully the middle bit will be long enough to hide it. If not, I have a plan B, but I won't discuss that unless I need to. So yeah, I just love how pretty it's looking. Now the random blue is about to be less blue. I'm going to add in my foliage, so that's really pretty how that comes out. Yeah, so I just need to sort that cable out. It's annoying that these plugs are so big. But anyway, it is what it is. So I might wire up the excess wire towards the top and hide it, maybe, and then have as little cable as possible hanging down below. Yeah, how cute is that? Cute, cute, cute. I can hear bells of angels ringing for Christmas. So here's the second update using the eucalyptus. I have 5 pieces of the traily bits. Woo, look at that. Not the best lighting at the minute. Still a bit of blue, too blue, I think. So that's looking pretty awesome. I love the dangliness. I love the random dangliness, looking a bit jungly, Christmassy jungle, if you will. I have got some ivy that I've just found. So I'm gonna plonk, I probably should have put that on first if I found it earlier. But anyway, I'm going to plonk it along the front, wrapping it sort of around the chains and then at the back as well. And hopefully, 1, that'll add a bit of thickness at the top, and 2, should cover up a bit more of that blue. Because at the moment, all I'm looking at is blue and not the lovely stars and the eucalyptus. So I'm going to plonk that on now. And then we shall see what that looks like afterwards. But I am liking the look so far. It looks quite cute, I'm thinking. And this is normally our snacky sweetie table, so I think it still will be this year. I think that'll be really nice, although it might irritate people bashing on their head, but maybe they'll snack less. Just to be mean. Anyway, so I might have to take a couple of those stars up a little bit, but I love it. I really love it so far. So we're just going to sort that blue out. And then what I might also do to enhance, so I've got the hydrangea heads, not sure whether they're going to work or not with this. I've got the pheasant feathers again, same. We'll see what the ivy looks like, but I think it does definitely call for some dangly baubles in there. So I might go greens, maybe greens and golds, or I might just go greens in there, different heights and levels, and I think that would look really spot on. And if I've got a couple of glittery greeny ones, I'll pop those in as well, because the shine from the stars will sparkle the baubles. Oh, how lovely for Christmas. Right, I'm going to try out the ivy and see what that looks like. Hopefully that will hide a lot more of the blue. So I'm here today at the Maker's Space, which used to be Long Barn Village, and we are doing a Christmas market today for my Lottie Garden Design and Plant Lady things, selling plants and decorations. Just look at that beautiful winter view. I'll go and film and take you round. So I've done the fair today. It's been a really cold and proper festive style, really lovely day and start to all the festivities. So I've just shown you a few odd clips here and there. I didn't get time because we're so busy, which is amazing. But yeah, it's been such a good day. Definitely recommend, if you are in Warwickshire, coming to the Maker's Space, which used to be Long Barn Village over near Alston Redditch. It's really good, lovely cafe, beautiful food and coffee, really smooth coffee, so highly recommend. Yeah, I'm packed up for the night and I'm going to head back and make pumpkin lasagna for tea. So next up on this little Christmas vlog, I am feeding the Christmas cake. So you might have seen in my Instagram stories. If you haven't, make sure you go and find me, One Lottie Life, on Instagram. So I've got to feed my Christmas cake with some lovely brandy is what the recipe calls for. It's a Delia Smith classic Christmas cake recipe. But last year I did brandy and I put whiskey in. Now it sounds really extravagant, but we've had these bottles for ages. Basically, this is my Christmas cake, which I made for 4 weeks ago. Ideally, you need to feed it. Well, you can feed it as often as you like. Depends how alcoholic or not you want your cake. The alcohol isn't just alcohol-y in taste. It helps keep your cake lovely and moist. So I do ours ideally once a week, every 2 weeks. But you could do it more than that or less than that, depending on what you fancy taste wise. You don't have to put alcohol in, but it will be quite a dry cake, and there are other cakes available if you don't do alcohol, but this is the one that I've gone for, and we went for last year and worked really lovely, the Delia Smith classic Christmas cake out of her Christmas book. So I'm just unraveling. Here it is, looking beautiful, and you can see there's like little holes in the top. So when you make the cake, you make little holes and then you give it its first feed, wrap it up all beautifully like I have in the parchment paper or greaseproof paper, and then the foil, and then it goes in a container, that's the lid, and nice secure. So it's really secure, airtight container. And then the little holes basically filter the alcohols down into the cake. So I'm due a feed. As I've been doing Christmassy decorations and I've also been doing a bit of sorting, I know that I love Christmas cake. I know it's not everyone's taste, but this is my reward. So I know I'm doing a bit of extra work tonight for a reward later down the line around Christmas and the New Year, when we can have this beautiful festive Christmas cake. If I lift my phone up, you'll see the rubbish there, but you'll see in the background I'm watching Delia, and I've also got my tree up. There's a box of Christmas decorations ready to go and my washing to put away, but we're sort of getting a bit Christmassy and we're getting a bit tidier, and I'm catching up on a few bits and bobs. So anyway, on with the Christmas cake, and I will carry on tidying and cleaning and keep on going. So a hearty dinner is much required after a busy day, and I haven't been feeling 100% actually during the day. So I just need some lovely fresh salad. One of those tomatoes is actually the last of mine. How exciting. And my pumpkin lasagna, which you will have seen feature in my last vlog, where I don't talk an awful lot and it's mostly montage of autumn. So do check that out, link below. Yeah, so this is basically how I'm ending my day. Pumpkin and goat's cheese lasagna by Nigella, good old Nigella Lawson, my fresh salad with one of my tomatoes that I've grown, and then I'm gonna have a pancake for pudding with some yogurt in, I think. We'll see how I feel. Maybe some pistachio cream, who knows. Let's see. Anyway, I'm very much looking forward to this. So have a lovely evening and day, guys, and I hope your Christmas plans and preparations are going well so far too. And don't forget, it's really easy to be overwhelmed. I have very much been overwhelmed in the last few weeks with personal problems going on in the background, trying to do work, trying to do Christmas, trying to fix the house ready after all the building work and the mess that that's created. And I have got a little bit behind on varying things, so it is perfectly normal to feel a bit underwhelmed. Just my advice, take a stand back, have a cup of tea, go and have a walk, go and have a swim, go and do something for you, a walk around a shop maybe, nice little farm shop or coffee shop, and get away, give yourself a few moments or a few minutes just to take everything in and step by step go through what you need to do and prioritize. It's cliche, but it works every time for me. So don't worry if you're feeling overwhelmed, I feel it too. And on that little positive note and hopefully helpful note, I'm going to go and devour this.